Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Budju Mulinawul, everyone. Good morning. And Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this morning. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Burrungari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. See, when Captain Cook arrived here just over 250 years ago, he encountered people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed themselves from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting, and our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So this is not a vision or an ideal. This was normal life for us and for the longest time. And there's no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, and we're a naturally happy people, and usually quite good at looking after each other and the planet. So I would ask you to share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
I am pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, Professor Saki Pretorius.
Thank you, Chris, for your welcome to country. It's always good to have you. Thank you for coming along. Colleagues, guests, families, friends of our graduates, and most importantly, all of our graduates, it's my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduates and your guests a special greeting from the members of the University Council, the governing body of Macquarie University. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for you. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. You have worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you have accomplished. We at the university are just as proud of you, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and families and friends of our graduates here today as invited guests of our graduates. The fact that you have been invited to join us here today tells us that you have had a major influence on their lives. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this occasion with us. In just a few minutes, it will be my great honor to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Chris Patrick, Chief Operating Officer of Zipco. Chris Patrick is the Chief Operating Officer for ANZ at Zipco, a leading global fintech that simplifies the way people pay. Chris brings 20 years of experience working across payments, commercial and consumer finance, credit cards, BNPL, fleet leasing, and auto lending. Prior to joining Zipco, Chris worked at a number of ASX-listed financial services businesses where he held general manager roles in operations, sales, and product. Along with leading large operation teams, both locally and offshore, over his career, Chris has led the design and delivery of online originating platforms, automated loan assessment models, and innovative financial services products, including interest-free credit cards. Chris holds a master's degree in management from Macquarie University, MGSM, and is the responsible manager on the Zipco Australian credit license. I now invite Mr. Chris Patrick to deliver the occasional address. Chris.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, faculty staff, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. I studied here at Macquarie University from 2006 until 2008, and it is an honour to be invited back here today to celebrate your graduation with you. Studying at Macquarie was a pivotal moment in my career, and I remember my time here fondly. As those of you that are graduating today would know, the master's degree is a most challenging and rewarding experience. I learned many lessons about business while studying here, and importantly, I learned that anything was possible when you apply yourself. The master's degree is highly practical. It's designed to bridge the gap between theory and real-world application. And I always felt that after each lecture, I was able to go into work the following day and implement the ideas and theory that I'd been learning. The lecturer that ran the operations management subject as part of my degree, a gentleman by the name of Rod Lopez, worked at Cochlear, which at the time was one of the most innovative companies in the world. After 6 weeks of lectures, Mr. Lopez took us to Cochlear's facility in Lane Cove and showed us how he had implemented the theory that we had been learning. This really brought the subject to life and was one of the highlights of my time here. Earlier this year, I was invited to work with the MBA students who were completing their capstone advised subjects. These students were completing a piece of work on the company that I now work for, Zipco. I had the opportunity to meet with the students and act as a sounding board for their ideas, whilst giving them some insight into the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead of us at Zip. Some of those students are graduating here, and I know that they will go on to do great things. Zip was founded just 9 years ago on the idea that the credit card model was broken and that through innovation we could find a better way to deliver consumer credit. We designed fair and transparent credit and payments products with small interest-free limits that could be paid down in weeks or months rather than years. Empowering the customer with information and enabling them to better manage their finances. Innovation has always been at the heart of everything that we do at Zip and key to our success. When we were smaller, we found that innovation happened organically. We hired the best and brightest minds and gave them space to be creative. As a relatively small startup, it's easy to change tack and move in different directions, but that becomes much harder as you grow. With increasing complexity, roles become more specialised and people get busy with BAU. So you need to be more deliberate in creating that space for innovation. Over the last 5 years, we've held regular hackathons where we carve out 48 hours for our people to work on customer solutions that they're passionate about. These hackathons are us making deliberate space for ground-up innovation, encouraging staff to bring new ideas to life, solve problems that they encounter day to day, and design new features or even whole new product lines. Hackathons aren't just attended by people from product and tech. We form cross-functional teams from across the organisation. Operations teams who are at the coalface dealing with customers, people in data science teams who bring differing perspectives, along with people in finance, HR, and legal and compliance roles. Innovation can occur at all levels of an organisation, and often it is your frontline staff who know your customers and how they're using your products best. And they will have observed where the opportunities lie. Allowing your people to innovate is not only great for your business, but it also drives strong engagement, providing contributors with a sense of ownership and autonomy. While it feels like just yesterday, it has been 14 years since I graduated from Macquarie, and the world has seen many changes during that time. The global financial crisis sent shockwaves through the financial services industry, restricting access to capital and driving interest rates down to historic lows. More recently, there was Brexit and the Trump presidency, which had significant impacts on the American and European economies. And of course, COVID-19 recently swept the world, impacting millions and changing the way many of us will work forever. As lockdowns were implemented across Australia, at Zip, we were observing a flight to online shopping. And in response, we developed a single-use virtual Visa card that customers could use to shop anywhere securely online. As 2020 progressed, we anticipated the lockdowns coming to an end and that there would be pent-up demand for a return to in-store shopping coupled with an acceleration towards a cashless society. And in response, we developed a persisting digital Visa card to enable our customers to shop anywhere in store. In just 3 months, we negotiated a partnership with Visa, engineered the product, and issued our first card, the fastest that any business has integrated with Visa globally. During the 18 months following the first lockdowns in Sydney, as a result of our ability to innovate quickly in response to the changing external environment, we onboarded over 1 million customers in Australia. The markets rewarded us for our rapid growth, and with access to cheap capital, we expanded globally, adding 7 million customers across America and Europe. This year, we've seen stock prices reduce heavily across the tech sector as investors turn away from pre-profit, high-growth businesses and return to the safety and improving yields available on the bond markets. Once again, we have had to recognise that the external environment has changed and quickly adjust our strategy in response. We can no longer rely on the equity markets to raise capital, so we must pursue sustainable growth, right-sizing our global cost base and accelerating our path to profitability. Change has always been the only constant in business, but what we are seeing now is an increase in the pace of change. DeFi, Web3, the metaverse, automation and AI are all about to have a significant impact on the way we operate. The businesses that will be successful, the businesses that will flourish, will be those that can respond to the world around them in real time, taking advantage of tailwinds and effectively managing risk. As you leave here today and return to your own businesses, I encourage you to think about how you are being deliberate in creating space for innovation and how you are setting up your companies to facilitate rapid decision-making, monitoring the external environment and adjusting strategy as early as possible to capitalise on opportunities. Today, you are graduating from your chosen areas of study and are well equipped to deal with the increasingly complex environment in which we operate. It is now time to put all that you have learned into practice, and I wish you every success in the next step of your journey. Once again, I thank you for having me here today to celebrate your graduation with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris, for those words. I cannot help but think a few words were mentioned there. First, change, adapt, rapid decision-making, but overall, innovation. I think that's very inspiring, and that's something that we will have to do because we all know necessity is the mother of invention. And that's what we will encounter as we go through our lives, and of course you as the next generation of the workforce. I would like to congratulate and thank Chris Patrick for giving his time to be such an important part of today's celebration. And I've just heard from the two people in front here, the parents, that Chris's brother, I think, spoke at the graduation ceremony not so long ago. How many children do you have, ma'am? We need more of them. Chris, thank you very much. Can you please join me in thanking Chris for his wonderful speech? As Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements of such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Professor Dominique Parrish, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements of these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I admit each of you present and those of you who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research. The graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Stephen Grover, Head of the Department of Management at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Grover.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, the graduates of this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School has a long history in teaching the next generation of leaders in business. And today continues that tradition as the graduates before us continue their membership as alumni to the Macquarie University community. Macquarie Business School empowers our students to lead valuable lives, and the graduates before us today will be called upon to address the world's problems. And we need them to confront these challenges because the world is a turbulent place. It's filled with uncertainty about climate change, geopolitical turmoil, economic inequality. For example, in just the mere 3 years that I've lived in Australia, about the same amount of time many of these students have been studying at Macquarie, New South Wales has been faced with unprecedented floods, unprecedented bushfires, and an unprecedented pandemic. So if anything we can say about our graduates is our future leaders will need to be able to deal with the unprecedented, and that's what they should be prepared to do. Today, these graduates will make themselves the heroes of their stories, the rightful heroes of their stories, and I encourage them to continue that heroic narrative throughout your life, because the world needs your own best self. So when the challenges of our world confront you, take them on to serve yourself and your community to be the real hero of your life story. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I'm proud to present the graduates from the Macquarie Business School whom have been admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Warren Chern. Yes? Now you go over there. Ravihara Dambagola Arachage. Dixitha Jagadale. Allison King. James Pierce. Edward Riley. Cyan Vasila. Nicholas Walker. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. Teo Antonis. Abir Khwazwawi. Liti Mekam Huynh. Cleopatra Yavchevska. Adrian Katipunan. Kimberly Lockey. Shreya Mepani. Meghavi Patel. Priyanka Patrick. Nathan Peach. Xavier Rego. Arel Sakaler. Za Tio. Lucas Triforos. Jordan Valinsky. Daniel Yuan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the degree of Bachelor of Science. Jacqueline Sudode. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Grizel May Alavata. Ralph Bina. Hunglin Chern. Anthony? Okay. Anthony Camninos. Miguel de Castillo. Samantha DeMillo. Wernhan D. Christine Evio. Gregory Falingas. Sharona Gaimageme. Miriam Harkness. Thomas Hibbert. Jazz Howes. Syed Ishtafa Jufri. Kar K. Khan. Blake Kenworthy. Min Mao Ka. Kamran Haklid. Jaonan Kim. Emma Knight. Sophia Lai. Mandy Lee. Zhuyun Liu. Paige Milligan. Rachel Mula. Amy Nguyen. Tara O'Brien. Okay. Yung Yan Pen. Jalen Pratt. Chinwei Chen. Maria Raposas. Joel Rogers. Isabella Scott Murray Ribeiro. Tabitha Seal. Nir Sungupta. Nathan Shirley. Karen Neil Singh. Harry Squires. No, stay here. So excited to get that, aren't you? Okay. Ashwin Shrivasta. Jordan Tan. Sarah Timms. Sophie Trigona. Ishig Varhavkar. Michael Van Gen. Charwi Vashne. Carl Willison. I present graduates now admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Leadership and Commerce. Madeline Anderson. Yes or no? You're Christopher? Okay. Christopher Baibayan. Abby Ballerstay. Isabella Bianchini. Tennyson Brazier. Amy Carroll. Michael Forster. Stephen Forster. Jeannie Yakumis. Liam Gilroy. Thomas Jeffrey. Benjamin Johnson. Stephen Coop. Jay Marnock. Matthew Moore. Molly Murphy. Ian Patterson. Lachlan Sawyer. Benjamin Shembray. Dale Shepard. Farida Saeed. John Traguna. Renee Trumper. I now present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Global Business. Nadia El Moussawi. Soyara Brown. Joshua Chang. Valentina Chili. Andrea Davey. Chanchicha Kansamrit. Cara Malcolm. Anthony Nolan. Angela Paniman. Hamish Sinclair. Alexander White. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Business with the degree of Master of International Communication. Tiru Chudicha Watana. Okay. Suman Prajapati. Chanikan Tangtad. I present graduates admitted to the degree of the Master of International Business with the degree of Master of International Relations. Grisha Bajacharas. Priyanshi Srivastava. Stephanie May Talake. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce. Anna Lee Kayunga. Sandra Chemitai Chiruyat. Riga Augustina Das. Saksham Jitindra Devpura. Arthur Martin Go. Harsh Shrikant Jawar. Sopanit Kin. Sonam Chering Lema. Audrey Tara Devina Limus. Natasha Menon. Luz Negrosa. Rupai Khan Nehat. Diu Lin Nguyen. Farzana? Okay. Farzana Nur Nipa. Phoebe Joan Ong. Ayla Mira Rujas. Jem Hannah Sophia Saludo. Rohan Sharma. Armin Talati. I present graduates admitted to the degree of the Master of International Business. Anchita Ashira Gunsap. Marian Charmaine Lagat Egbe. Utsa Baranwal. Satpreet Singh Betra. Tinakorn Chinsharan. Sahiba Brendan Krashto. Pakawat Docho. Who are we on now? Mohit Dahiya. Ashish Girdha. Justin Giovanni Hendra. Mikael Yavkunin. Ansh Jawer. Kartik. Wern Yan Ko. Darshan Ankit Kumar. Kelly Lay. Zhen Liu. Song Te Luin. Ruhu Vijay Marichi Parambil. Suraj Mabuneni. Monica Moletti. Vishnu Nair. Palak Neil. Nagap Tan Tao Nguyen. Nurleen Pelilalo. Daniel Sevilla Pereiro. Sarita Pecharat. Limeti Pham. AJ Singh Rajput. No? Next page. Okay. Spurti Sidabatu Level. Avinav Kumar Singh. Rashab Soni. Thi Huyen Chung Chan. Vibhav Virendra Vasha. Xiu Yu. Tetar Sway Zin. Deputy Vice Chancellor, that completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Macquarie Business School.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I call on Ms Renee Tromper, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Business, Leadership and Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Ms Renee Tromper.
Good morning, Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. Congratulations to everyone here today. No doubt, like myself, you have also probably waited a very long time for this day. Today, I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Business Leadership and Commerce. A major takeout I took from my degree was realising the power of self-reflection. So today, I have decided to share a small glimpse of my journey with you. When I was asked to speak at today's ceremony, the first thing I did was have a flashback to the end of Year 12. I was completely confused, overwhelmed, and unsure of what career I wanted to pursue, let alone study. So in hope of finding inspiration, I signed up to attend a Macquarie University Open Day. I also signed up to attend every single lecture available that day. After being at campus for a few hours, there was something about Macquarie University that stood out to me. Between the atmosphere, the lecturers, and the people, there was truly something that really resonated with me. I knew the next few years of my life belonged here. I just didn't know what I was going to study yet. I walked into my last lecture of the day, marketing. Safe to say, the lecturer sold it well. Looking back, maybe it was just really good marketing. But hey, I walked out knowing exactly what career I wanted to pursue, and it has since stayed that way. 2017, I commenced my degree. Toots, lectures, Eco 360 recordings, and New Bar Thursdays were now the new norm. While things were looking up in my educational life, my personal life was unfortunately looking the complete opposite. My mum was quickly losing her battle with cancer. Diagnosed with a rare lung cancer that impacts non-smokers, after 2 years, the cancer had won, and she passed away just as I commenced my second year here at Macquarie. From going from understanding how to use Turnitin to gaining a grasp on what my new life without mum being there was going to look like was hard. But I knew from the fight that my mum had demonstrated, you keep going, no matter what gets in your way. I quickly learnt the power of resilience. Just in time for COVID-19. A time where we all as a class individually transitioned to an education system entirely online. We adapted to new processes, new ways of learning, and most likely heard, "You're on mute," a few more times than we would have liked to. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to Macquarie University academics, staff, and fellow students for everyone's combined support in making this transition possible. As you can tell, my Macquarie University journey was far from normal. But in moments like these, it is so important to take the time to reflect on the good times, the obstacles, the reasons why we are here today. But most importantly, it is a chance to look at how far we've come since we first started. I encourage all fellow graduates here today to take some time, either today, tomorrow, or next week, to reflect upon their own personal journey. You might be surprised upon your self-reflection to see just how much you've learnt and how far you've come. Better yet, how you are now stronger and more resilient to take on anything in the future. I would like to close my speech today with a quote from Nelson Mandela. "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." Thank you.
Renee, thank you for sharing your story with us and for giving us that glimpse of hope, and you embody resilience. In fact, one of the professors here knew about your story and the difficult patch in your life. So thank you. On a different note, I wonder how marketing people react when you say you're on mute. That's new, but congratulations on your speech and for speaking on behalf of the graduates here today. You have certainly reminded many people here today of your own experiences, the difficulties, and also the fact that when you fall, you just have to rise again. Thank you very much. That beautiful voice belongs to Angela Brewer. Thank you very much, Angela. And as our former Chancellor always said, do you want to hear an encore? You'll have to sign up for another degree. And we have a wonderful suite of degrees and courses and units that you can do, and it will keep you young forever. Keep learning. Distinguished guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation for Ms. Angela Brewer. That was a superb performance. Angela just adds a touch of class to our graduation, so thank you very much for that. Angela is also the CEO and Artistic Director of Coast Opera Australia. So I will also take the opportunity now to please also join me in thanking our musicians on the organ, Heather Moat-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Ms. Bruce Helmers. Heather and Bruce, you also add a touch of class, so thank you very much. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni and staff community who have come today to help you celebrate this occasion, doing very hard work behind the stage. So thank you very much for our alumni. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie University family. Our alumni network, which is over 214,000 graduates strong, spanning more than 140 countries around the globe, welcomes you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We will look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, to undertake further study, I repeat, to take further study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you also to set ambitious goals for yourselves. I also urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you on the way, many of whom are here today with you. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you a few things to do. First, I would like all new graduates to please stand up. Now I want you to place your testimonies on your seats and turn around to face your families and friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. You can now turn around, but don't sit down yet. Here on the dais, on the stage, are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do pick up your testaments from the seat behind you, since the official party will soon leave the hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, Heather Moutboy will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. There is an age-old set of Latin lyrics, which begins as Gaudimus igitur dum sumus Ivunus. In translation, the graduation exit song starts out with, "Therefore, let us rejoice. We will always be young." This song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the very same time, of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city, and more importantly, of happiness. Again, to the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations to you all, and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, and again, most importantly, happiness. Now might I ask everyone to please stand. Shortly, I will lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates, and then invite you all to follow our graduates to our graduation hall on the side, on my left, to enjoy some light refreshments. In closing today's wonderful celebration of your achievements, I say again, Gaudimus igitur, therefore let us rejoice.